So in these records pertaining to the generation of Adams, which they compiled in this book called the Pseudepigrapha, which they found in the Middle East, it makes mention how Seth, he became a preacher because he used to teach righteousness. That was the basic custom of our nation. We used to pass down the information from one generation to another, but we've lost our customs. That's why we are in the condition that we are in today of righteousness. Seth, he declaring the plan of redemption through Jesus Christ. No, through Horus. Through Jesus Christ. No, through Pharaoh. No, through Jesus Christ. No, through Imhotep. No, through Jesus Christ. That's the Greek interpretation. I'd rather say the king of victory. You see, Seth is born and the Egyptian empire is still nowhere to be found, just like the lost and found. So let us return back to more ZiestGiest Great Deception. But before we return to the video of Great Deception, we would like to read a passage from Barnabas, who was a fellow companion of the Apostle Paul. And by the way, Barnabas, there's records that he wrote to a sect of Hebrews who was known as the Ebionites. Now, we're not going to go into the history of the Ebionites. So we're reading Barnabas, chapter 15. And it's coming from the Lost Book of the Bible. During the Nice Council, the book of Barnabas was suppressed as well. Okay? It's amazing how all these records are suppressed. It says this. This is chapter 15. And the subtitle states, of the way of darkness, that is, what kind of person shall be forever cast out of the kingdom. But the way of darkness, that's what a lie is. The way of darkness is crooked and full of cursing. For it is the way of eternal death with punishment, in which they that walk meet those things that destroy their own souls. Second verse. Such are adultery, which is not pertaining to this matter. Confidence, pride, that's pertaining to this matter. Because lies are based upon pride and deception. Of power, hypocrisy, which is pertaining to this matter, because when you're not telling the truth, you're dealing with hypocrisy, double-minded, adultery, murder, rapine, pride, transgression, deceit. That's what we're dealing with, deceit, malice, arrogance, and there's a lot of arrogance interwoven with these misconceptions, lies, and deceit. And it says witchcraft, and this is another form of witchcraft. Because witchcraft come in many shapes, forms, and fashion. Brothers and sisters. Just like this newspaper clipping which came from Tuesday, July the 17th, 2007 from the Metro North. And it states how God is dead. Long live us. And this individual, he claims how he is still an atheist. Now, where did this concept come from? It came from Nimrod. You will be known as a warlock, a witch. But today, they have switched it up and they have titled it with this term, atheist. Now let's return back to some more ZiestGiest deceptive talk pertaining to how ZiestGiest continue to tell these humongous lies pertaining to how the true historical Christ is plagiarized after the Egyptian Horus, which we just showed you, brothers and sisters, that going all the way back to the time of Adam, they were talking about the true historical Christ, not this fake Jesus Christ, religious 1492 nonsense. And all these other pagan nations did, all they did is copy, and they mix good with evil. That's all Nimrod did. And they made up their own philosophy, and all of them kept this trend. And this is all they running with. What great crafty deception this is, where they got you thinking, the people thinking that the intelligence in the scriptures is dealing with Christianity. And they got you thinking that the intelligence in the scriptures is patterned after Egyptology nonsense. When you read Joshua chapter 1 verse 8, it says this book of the law. We're talking about a nation that was given their customs. We're not talking about no idols. We're not talking about no Mother Mary and no baby. The real Adamites, okay, and Enoch, they were not dealing with that garbage. They instituted that with this fake thing called religion, okay, to twist and contaminate, okay, and to deceive and to manipulate, okay, and to confuse and push people away from the Creator. No, it's the Egyptians that was taught by Mizraim, that was taught by Noah the right way, but he diverted into an evil way, just like Nimrod, and he wanted to do his own thing, and they mixed